5 seconds. What'll it be? The Dire get a ban. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Here's the Radiant ban.
Dire's ban now.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TI. I'm Pixel here with Fog, and we're ready for the next series here on this channel, and it's going to be the wonderful Team Lions. The draft is just about to begin. Fog, what do we expect from this one? What have we really seen so far from Alliance and T1? What's sort of be the summary of their journey so far for the groups?
5 seconds remaining.
Lions just came off of rough games, right? Casted them for sure. T1, they're looking good. They're losing to the really strong teams, but they did beat VP in a pretty good 2-0. Yeah.
2 spoilers.
So, that was a spoiler from yesterday. If you didn't watch it by now, you know what? Too bad. There's too many games for you to catch up. There's going to be 100 more games. So
100?
1,000.
10 seconds.
No, we still have what? At least 50 more games of TI. 35,
5
whatever.
seconds
Anyway,
remaining.
we still have a lot more games of TI.
Well, here we go. They said the bans have begun.
Let's see what we got.
Weaver.
Weaver. We just saw Weaver completely dominate
Yeah.
last game. Raven off.
Do the same here. T1 want to do. What do we have left in the pool? Your IOs there.
It's cool how we see a little bit of an influence in the draft.
10
The
seconds.
silencer. We know some teams are opening with it.
5 seconds remaining.
Not too much, though.
No?
I think T1 is actually... I'm looking at it. They have not touched it. That's a surprise, actually. That's a weird ban. The Trait Protector makes sense, though. They're one of the few teams that are picking it a lot, but...
Alliance really value the silence. To the
Guess
point
so.
where they're like, what if someone else starts picking it against us?
completely ignored, though. Like, T1 did not ever even look at it.
Radiant's
Well, they
turn
do
to
now.
pick.
I guess now they must look at it because banned, so...
Magnus.
And that's a T1 hero, right?
Oh,
That's
they love
Carl's
it.
special.
Carl. Now, what carries do they like pairing up with the Magnus?
23, I think. I want to see more Spectre, personally. I think Spectre's looking super dominant. I don't think we need the Magnus for it, but... I mean, it's a little early, of course, to be forcing something like that, but
5
it's
seconds
see
remaining.
how they just open.
Dire's turn to pick.
Sapphire.
Cool.
Strong hero.
Strong
One of the
heroes.
best picks and the best wins, right?
Mhm. Good lane.
Very nice.
Lots of nuke between these two heroes throughout all stages of the game. Lots of disable.
Good AoE follow-up to the Magnus.
Yep.
Max gets in with the RP. Snapfire's going to be raining down those kisses.
And now it kind of gives... I mean, I won't call them both steroids,
5
but
seconds
steroids for your core.
remaining.
You have the
Yeah.
Empower, and then also when you're doing Roshan, hitting buildings, etc., you've got the little shredder to be able to fly, or if you
Dire's
focus.
ban now. Ember Spirit.
We'll get a quick...
Well,
That is
all
very
right.
early.
That is. Ember and Weaver shown straight up here by Alliance.
But that's what you do when you know the opposing mid, right? They're like, oh, okay, Carl, he's Magnus. I pick Ember because I know my mid matchup. Limp, you're cool with that? Yes,
That's
I
true.
am.
10
And now you already see the
seconds.
Snapfire too, so you know likely they're not going to have some type of instant disable like a
5
Lion, because
seconds
that's usually
remaining.
played in, is that 4 position. I think we've mostly seen Snapfire 4, 5 position. Here or there, but
And is Ember just straight up that good against Magnus in lane?
just a good hero, yeah.
Sure.
Great hero. In
I
lane
mean, but
and
does
in game.
Carl care too much? He's like, oh no, I've got a lane against
It's not going to
Ember
hurt him, no.
Nah,
It's just
he's
Ember's
gonna
going to be able
farm.
to farm as well. This could happen.
Here's the
Carl's been a
Radiant
player that
ban.
I've seen a lot of times also that he very good about contesting both water runes, which sounds weird as a mid hero, but what he does is he like walks down to one of them, and then like the other mid usually waits a second, right? Like they wait until they clear up the creep wave, and then they're gonna walk to the other water rune. He TPs and then skewers, and then claims like both water runes. I've seen him do it several times in his games as this Magnus.
10
Random.
seconds.
Fun. We'll ban out the Mirana.
5 seconds
Ember
remaining.
chains combo is always going to be threatening. The Hanskin special. Are they setting themselves up for a Tide Hunter?
Yeah.
Like-
The sort of good counter team fight to
The combo breaker always been
yeah.
for the Magnus. Take a little bit of damage inside that RP. Boom.
Here's the
Track and shell
Radiant
prop.
ban.
banning the leaner. So they assume there's going to
Perhaps.
The
Yeah.
be. You feel
Dire
like from what
get
you've
a
seen from
ban.
T1, it's pretty much always been.
And then,
Yeah.
of course, we see the Tide.
For
Because of
sure.
that. They haven't really gotten their Magnus too much. I think I see 2 games that
Get banned
Yeah.
against. The
It
teams respect the
did
ban.
get banned a
I was
couple.
gonna, if they're picking it first.
Middle.
10
Carl?
seconds.
Cuckoo did play it once off lane, so I guess, yeah, there is still
Alright.
flexibility.
Seconds
So, yeah, that
remaining.
makes sense. Now, if they want to be able to protect Limp, T1 does love their Lina.
Radiant's turn to ban.
10 more minutes.
That's
second out.
full out protecting Limp. Okay. 'Cause that's the other
Yeah.
matchup that's horrendous for them.
On. Working out where they think everything.
10 seconds.
Irish for Neek, baby.
5 seconds remaining.
S4 here.
Doom was the obvious indicator. Tide.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Played a lot of sanking. No.
It was still left in.
That's
and
fair. I like that.
You already know there's going to be some global potential with the map.
10 seconds.
Show want to up the
5 seconds
info regarding
remaining.
whether the off or mid.
Yeah.
So
I'd imagine they pick secondary support. Which is it going to be? They need some type of instant stable. Because right now, Ember and Weaver, if those two are the cores, they're going to be pretty free.
Dire's turn to pick.
Crystal Maiden.
Crystal Maiden.
Oh, God. I got to check. Is that the first one?
Nah. There's probably one other game or some.
One other game.
One other game. And did win.
And it did win.
And it did
100%.
win. Crystal
Who
Maiden.
played it? It was T1.
It was T1 and they won.
10 seconds.
And it was the game versus VP.
And it was against there. Impressive
look at
stuff there. So bringing it back again
5
here. The Crystal
seconds
Maiden, the only
remaining.
team to do so here in the groups.
Cool. That is a lockdown. Frostbite. Just max that versus Ember and versus Weaver. It is strong. Sure.
Super
Weaver can still use time lapse during it, but versus Ember Spirit, it's a lot stronger because it's whole
fight as well.
has mana then. No one is
Well,
no
that's
one's
the
mad
thing,
about
this-
mana.
Carrie's going to be very happy. CM aura, empower.
Yep.
This is what you
Get me an Ogre Magi as well.
Yeah.
What do they want to start revealing? Save or do aggro? Because right now Crystal Maiden is shown, so
Dire's
immediately you know the
turn
lane might be a
to
little bit weak. You're going to be able to take advantage of that.
I like the Knicks.
Okay.
AoE coming out from on all fronts from T1.
We got the bugs.
Bugs double invis.
Start to lead them wanting to off orient rather than going
10 seconds.
fight. But Nyx Assassin versus Snapfire is always counters. This is you,
5
Carapace.
seconds.
After
What'll it
Snapfire
be?
from far away.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Legion Commander.
You know, all the buffs, Slardar and Snap. Glorious. And
Press the attack to remove Frostbite to protect inside of the RP.
10 seconds.
But again, Alliance is clearly showing pretty much no team fight.
5 seconds remaining.
no. Whereas
They have some-
T1's team fights, yeah, pretty
Yeah.
nasty.
Alliance has some counters to the team fight, obviously with
Mhm.
like the Carapace, with the press attack as we were mentioning. They got a lot of time. They have a lot more time than
A lot of carries, really. Draft where carries have really been the focus of the bans. dabble into.
Both of the Nyx Assassin and Liege Commander carry. It's going to.
Weaver's a carry. I'd love a.
That's always what you want. You want Void every game. I think every game we
I was like, Void would be good.
Suggesting Void every game. But it does. I mean, with Snapfire, it definitely looks
with
pretty cool.
With
Yeah.
power, you got the infinite mana from Sia.
It's gonna be Void. No.
Oh well, it's still not. So this is the.
So that's where they move it. Now it's probably going to be the Necro mid because Necro mid has been historically known always to destroy Ember Spirit.
Oh, it makes
and
the
then they
Ember
throw the
miserable.
Magnus into the offlane. So now you're starting to switch things up. I like that. But it is picked into an Nyx
10
Assassin.
seconds.
So it can get countered a little bit, but overall T1's group up and their team fight is just
5 seconds remaining.
infinitely
Very
stronger than what
nice.
Alliance has right
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Alliance, they don't. Yeah, team fight is not in their vocabulary here with these heroes.
No, most of it. And how many?
Oh.
I want to see how many Necros. I don't think we've had too many Necros, but I
We've
know
had
it's won a couple.
couple.
So
Radiant
4
ban.
won 3 series.
T1 did it against VP as well, right?
Yeah.
Recently,
The same thing with the CM.
and they had a Spectre that game.
Dyer's ban.
I remember the
now.
VP one versus OG. That was GPK going absolutely bonkers on the Necrophos.
Void ban from Alliance. They're
Yeah, they're on the
understand.
same, but
they
yeah.
understand.
Yeah, they definitely could have.
And you said, yeah, I'm seeing that they picked the Spectre there. I mean, that Spectre wouldn't be bad here. Right? Straight off the
5
Spectre here.
seconds remaining.
No.
No?
Spectre
I'm
looks
seeing
fine.
like
to me.
the bans as well, banning out the
They're banning
SD,
it.
right? That would be
Yeah.
strong. I
They got rid
Spectre
of it.
ban.
They knew.
Alliance now.
What's the other one?
So what does he want? What does he want to carry with?
Not the worst, but you probably don't.
10
Troll?
seconds.
Troll's banned.
Troll's band is. Wait, what is Troll band?
5 seconds
I was like, am I
remaining.
blind? I don't see. I think Troll looks pretty okay.
Dyer's turn
They're gonna get to see it.
Yeah.
They're gonna get the information.
Banning the Sky. I guess it was a good setup for the Sky.
They have Legion.
So still assuming that the Weaver. Does that have to be the situation? It'll be a support.
10
Slark or Troll?
seconds.
How do you feel about Slark this game? Now that Skyrest banned.
They got.
5
Yeah, I mean it's always the
seconds
duel is a
remaining.
problem, but
I don't know if too. I'd love to see.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Well,
Alliance is
Medusa.
gonna be the one who takes this.
So the Weaver is moved to well carry. What do you want to play against this dude?
Troll? Troll okay. Troll still looks okay because you have the Empower, so you're gonna hit these timings a lot faster. Medusa doesn't have a steroid. She has press the attack later on, but no
10
like.
seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, is there any? Can you anti-mage?
When he was banned last game as well. What?
You're messing with my brain. I'm like, where? I keep like looking again. I'm like, where's he banned? So Troll or
Okay,
AM? I think Troll or AM could be possibilities. They don't look
AM
bad.
would be risky.
AM's a risk always.
I think
feel.
AM is kind of. But I'd love to see it. Plenty in the. What the Terrorblade?
Choose your hero.
He is playing into the Ember Spirit. I guess that one we should have seen.
Yep.
But
I
it's
mean,
not.
you said that when the Ember come out. Yeah, Morph's got. Yeah.
Well, I said that earlier on, but I didn't think they would do it because they had the Magnus. But I guess they're just not going to use the Magnus as that Empower at all. I was looking for more of somebody that was going to benefit from that. There's some limited disable for him for sure. They've got literally a Nyx stun. Nyx stun and some chains. Tool that can come out. That could be. I mean, it's tough to get off, so that looks like a pretty good Morphling game to me.
I think so
That
as
looks
well.
pretty
I
solid.
think this Morph's going to be all over the place, and
It's just limited.
it's going to be hard to
disables.
lock 23 down. And even if they do, there's going to be a lot of return fire, and this sort of team fight and group up that T1
Yeah.
has is might make it hard for Alliance to buy time and space for Nico.
And I want if Limp has to be the big playmaker to be the one to make the space for the Dusa, right? That's what it would be. be thinking for. However, he's in a really hard matchup versus Necrophos. So I'm going to be eyes on mid lane for
Yeah.
Limp. If he starts to have that struggle and Carl starts to take over, I think we could have a pretty, I think T1 can set tempo. I really think it's eyes on Limp for me.
Sure.
So.
Because this is a game where he could just...
He could just get
struggle from
so
minute
shut
one.
down, yeah. And then I don't know how they
Carl.
really make. I don't know how they're going to be making plays.
Yeah,
It's
who's
either
coming over to the mid?
Hanskin's the only one.
I mean, obviously, if it gets to the point where FG can get nags down the line, you know, it'd be very nice
Sure.
to bend the deucer out of the RP and stuff, but that's very later on in the game. And if it gets to that point, chances are that 23 is already going to be quite a bit of a beast. There he is, the man
Yep.
himself, level 28 Morphling. 26, 2 and 5 in the last match. That's a stat that's going to be rather scary to see going into it.
Yeah. But let's see, because I think if the Ember Spirit starts to have a bit of a slowed down game, I think they're just going to be really restricted on their playmaking. And I feel like they do have to look to make plays like on these side lanes and stuff when they're starting to split push, because otherwise T1, their team fight is it's gonna be superior, because it already naturally is superior just from the draft. But
What did you expect?
if the Ember has an okay game, he can actually start to get these pickoffs and break that kind of thing.
What
we
did
shall
you
see.
expect?
Because I've seen Necros just, as I said, dominate.
And what are you sort of building now that you're just tanking up straight up on,
Yep.
on the Necro?
Yep.
Just become this sort of a killable force to create the focus around the center of the team fight?
Yeah, I've seen some hoods and stuff. Ooh. They know he wants to go try to block the small camp.
Yeah.
Prepare for a lesson.
He's got the 2 sentries on him, and look at how they're playing. Look at Zephyr, Whiteman, and Ku.
MMR is just a
Area.
number.
30 seconds to battle.
Quite a bit of HP. Pause here, team speak.
But did have them. Was Cuckoo playing it the last time for them, but I mean, as the offlane, that's even more so that you're absolutely gonna go full out auras.
What did you expect?
He went, and I think it was also GPK, if I'm not
What did
mistaken,
you
when he did
expect?
play it. The VP series, he also went full. Now, actually, he went a little bit more aggro, but he did go his treads, his hood, then he went Kaya Sanj, and then he started switching it up a little.
So in the mid lane, we expect things to be difficult for Limp on it.
Now we
Spirit.
got the
On the side
good
lanes, any sort of
stuff.
worries for any of the cores?
For once, we're in agreement.
Top. Weaver sneaking over. He actually gets an obs ward, and he blocks the camp.
Right, well there you go.
That was maybe a little bit of a mistake there from T1 putting the obs on the left side when you know that he's going to look to try to block that.
Yeah, they knew how desperate
And look,
it was to check over
and look
it.
at FNG. He's like, haha, I've doubled down, my friend.
All right. Winning the war there.
Let's see. I'm curious to see how Top's going to do, because the Magnus has a really high base damage versus Medusa, so I think the Medusa could end up struggling a little bit up there. 23 should be pretty okay down here. So I would say, yeah, I think the Deuce is going to be the core that struggles. Because as we've already mentioned, you know, mid could be pretty difficult for...
You just see this was a game that 23 Savage in that sort of mid to late, turning into the Ember Spirit.
He's going to be able to do a lot. I mean, even in turning into Legion Commander, he's got a couple good ones that he press the attack himself into go. Fast attack speed. I'm mostly, like I said, for myself, I'm going to be looking at mid because I've rarely seen an Ember have a good time in this match.
I mean, CS so far we've got 8-2 against the 2-0.
You have been denied.
Definitely not fun times here for Limp on the first waves. And it just doesn't get any more fun, right?
It gets worse and worse. Yeah. Because he just ends up having infinite mana. He starts getting all these last hits.
Messing with the CS. And
Limp came ready though. He came with the salve early on.
tips over the way of Carl there.
I think he's happy with the way that the first two waves went. To be honest, 10-3 to 6-1. Now he's level 3.
Okay. Well,
Not the worst.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
Okay.
starting to get worse, though. Pretty quickly after the... G?
Two of them rather low.
Hey, doing a good job of pushing them away from the Medusa. Go Baby still struggling. 23 on the bottom side. 4.
What? They might have the kill here.
They've got the bite. More
Over the
mangoes.
waveform. S4's trying to hide Whitemon. He's going to be able to find him.
He's found him.
Yes, he is. First blood there for Whitemon on the safe lane.
Already icing over.
How many mangoes did he use? I think he used 3. He had 4 when he started initially.
Worth it.
And
Let's
now.
go out the lane. Get jump. Pre equilibrium.
Okay, mid. Yeah, now mid is. Yeah, well, he got that second wave on Limp, but
But that was it.
that was it.
Double the CS here for Carl. Completely having a dream time in this mid lane.
But at least they blocked his small camp, so he can't go over there and like double farm while also shutting down Limp. At least. But he does buy his sentry now, and he's gonna be able to deward it. Also gets regen from killing the sentry, of course.
Queuing up the Atos first, so he's going to have a bit of a setup against these mobile heroes like the Ember and the Weaver.
Because they are, right, we did say that. They are a bit lacking
Yeah.
on some of it.
Yeah,
So
this-
cool, okay, that makes sense. Instead of him going for, you know, his hood, his tankiness, he wants
Yeah.
to be more of an aggressor.
You said what Cuckoo's going to be bringing in the auras.
Yep, and now Carl, you know what? I don't have my small camp, I steal yours. And his camp will spawn now on the next.
Effa.
Radiant
One charge isn't enough. FNG can't commit for the kill.
Did they, oh, and Carl, as soon as he left the lane for a second, Limp had one wave to get mid, he glyphed it. And then he walks right back to mid. So Limp gets pushed away from that one wave
Carl
that he was gonna get.
being the big old bully here, Carl.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Lift usage, very important for stuff. Well, at least get his rune. And even take away the bounty rune. Carl, it looks like.
Looks like he's going to head over there. He knows he's not going to have much fun trying to get any CS in this mid matchup. Playing Cuckoo. He's low, and he has already used the skewer. FNG is going to chase him down. Is there going to be any help for Cuckoo? Zeph, he's in. Oh, he's only just gone and saved his life. Cuckoo will live there. So Zephyr coming in with a quick cookie.
Helm of Iron Will, through the armor that it gives you. Thought maybe for a second the Geminate would be enough, but tanky.
Another alive.
But FNG is doing an excellent job of keeping them away from Nico Baby. Like, Nico Baby hasn't even seen the heroes in his lane because of FNG.
Ah, that's true. FNG, he's got the complete attention.
I thought he was going to be the one that suffers more, but 23 is the one who's quite a bit more than Nico Baby. because
Very
of
good
FNG.
trader from Zephyr, though. FNG. Ooh. Oh, he wants to go back for the hits, and he's done it. FNG.
What a play.
Oh.
Suicide and reset. Nicely done. He's doing God's work up there. See bottom S4 having an excellent matchup versus 23, but look at mid.
Oh, no.
Oh, 43-12 to 16.
Oh, double the
matchup.
net worth here on Carl. Cruising in the mid lane, Carl. Ready to start threatening for kills as well.
Yep. Bottle refill. Because FNG suicided, he'll be able to help out Limp a bit here. And now they're making rotation. Catch right here, Whitemon.
Done, but Carl.
Carl's got a DD.
Oh, he's got a DD. Get away from the Necrophos. Get away from. You're not going to be able to with the scythe coming down on a FNG. He's out.
Limp gets a return kill though. Something much needed for him. Yeah, FNG.
DD. And he's not going to have any more fun on the next wave of creeps. Bottom lane. I'm looking for Savage. Still third highest. Pretty much right up there with Nico Baby's farmers to do. So both
Yeah.
carries getting a similar amount out of their lanes.
Never refuse
Or as well as
school.
Cuckoo getting pretty similar out of the lanes as well. I think you have to be quite happy though as Alliance. Like like I said, FNG just did such a good job up there securing this Medusa's farm. Now Nico Baby's already level 6. He's held
23
skill points.
Be able to turn this. He's looking to hand scan. Out with the save and is enough. Still just playing on the edge. Raindrop and a fairy fire. Now back up with both supports down here.
Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower.
Well, bringing
It's sinking,
their supports.
just like yours.
They can try and get a bit of a battle going.
My white man. Deny the catapult.
Their reality shall snap.
Can FNG and Hans can get anything done down here?
Catch us 20 Savage like really off guard maybe, but I don't think they keeps like he keeps shifting just a little bit more
He's
and
being
they
very
see him.
careful, Savage,
Yep.
yeah.
FNG just gave away that ward, but he also knows where looks now is FNG.
Well, they'll turn for him instead. And he's not getting away either. Whitemon there blasting him to pieces. Lays down the ice, S4. Nuke his way out. One. Presence of Alliance's supports and ensure that the area stays safe for 23. Money racking up on Carl now. 1,500 gold he's holding onto it 8 minutes in.
Not bad. Nice and rich.
Aside, Limp's teasing around with it. That's the flame guard, so knows that Carl won't commit.
Yeah, he needs to use like
The rune of
3
illusion.
pulses to break that shield. Not gonna be able to throw Reapers. Got some backup from one more. Yeah, net worth of laning phase, all 3 cores ahead by the T1. But as we said, you know, Nico Baby has off to a decent treads already on his way toward Yasha.
Try and get Limp involved in a bit of a movement there. Look at the Cuckoo. No, they won't find anything here with this movement from Limp.
And they know he's going for a dominated creep. He's got his Dominator. Stacking the camp here, so Limp gonna stack it, clear it, pick up the bounty. Might just walk in here with some backup and just take one.
Limp's gonna... Oh, unlucky with the chains. Over onto the neutrals.
Radiant's top tower is under
It's
attack.
out from FNG. I mean, they're trying to poke around with Cuckoo, but Cuckoo is pretty tanky. He'll stick
Carl's
as well.
here. Yeah, Limp's good. Limp's playing very careful. That's good. If he stepped up even while Cuckoo was waiting for the opportunity to turn RP
Yep.
into follow-up stun, so...
Okay, they're still going to have a bit of an attempt on him, at least with the 2 supports. He put the pressure on them before he has to remnant out of that. So they're going to have to hang back. Mid lane, Carl just continues to have no concerns. Anything that comes mid, Carl just doesn't care.
And that's why he was saving gold. He ends up going just for boots of travel instead first, so he can have presence all over the map. Doesn't mean he's going to be fairly squishier, though, if Alliance does look to make a play onto him, but perhaps he's thinking that they just don't have the damage for him. When I do look at Alliance's draft, they are definitely lacking in the damage department until later stages.
Oh, and here we have Limp.
Arcane!
He really wanted that Arcane. He's not going to get it. Whitemon.
And now Limp.
What, is that enough?
Might go down.
It is. Carl does the math. The scythe comes down perfectly. Limp's out of it. They're throwing out the tips as well, T1. They know that Limp, he's not having a fun game.
No.
They want to make sure he's fully aware of it here, drawing attention to it with the tips.
And with the timing of the push, too, 10 minutes, we've got a catapult in mid. Very likely they're going to just be able to push this tower. Cliff's used.
Structures.
Dyer's middle tower is under
All the pressure coming from T1 so far.
Radiant fortified their
Nico Baby, he tries to snake to stop the push. Another excellent glyph from T1.
What do they do about this? There's this Necrophos. I mean, Carl, he's just the king of the game here.
Yep.
And it's not going to get any easier to deal with him. Stone Gaze is popped here. They're going to try and get a catch on the way out. They'll manage to get Whitemon. Take the 4 of them coming in
And they get
for
the
it.
deny? Okay, there we go.
Dyer's middle
Nice move from
tower
him.
has been denied.
Stopping a bit of that aggression there. Getting
Radiant's middle tower
last hit
can
right
handle
forward.
this deluge.
Oh, Hans can actually getting it, but either way. Still almost top of that net worth.
Dyer's top tower needs some friends.
Same as you, Tidehunter.
Blade mail. Top same to be said. Hanskin's also over towards Savage, but again, Savage just always making sure he's got enough HP. Playing
Yeah.
around a sort of over 1,500 mark.
He's very
Really safe.
careful.
Yeah. It's very hard for them to catch on him. Playing.
It does feel like Alliance is going to be quite damage limited this game for both the Morphling and the Necrophos in the early game. Once things start to progress, perhaps once they get some items online, it'll be a bit different, but
Radiant's courier just drowned in a pool of blood.
Be able to start that. Go on the way over. The opening. And then wartime, that's will do it, of course.
Oh, the Centaur, though, in position
They're
to
going
get
for
the stop.
kisses. All right, there we
Ah,
have
what
it.
a dominator play.
Lovely bit of micro there from Cuckoo.
Now, FNG still continues to do... He's 1-4-1, but he's having so much impact to help out his team to secure. Him dying there, he baits spells. He just baited Mortimer kisses. So that's going to allow his teammates to feel a little bit better about either going for a push or just farming more aggressively. Like, look at Limp's position. Advantage of this a bit here because he got so much information from it.
They know where Limp's at, of course. We've been pulling the wave as such. Get the setup, Cookie.
He's got a remnant down.
But they've got the roof.
Oh, they have enough.
Outside. I mean, that was... What's he doing there? I mean, he's got creeps on him. They know exactly where he is. I guess he just didn't expect them to be able to chain lock him down, but T1 absolutely did.
I mean, they did play it around the tree line perfectly. I don't think
they
he saw
did
the
sneak
three
over
of them.
nicely.
So, and now another Cookie. Hanskin.
Cool it.
T1 there. Very hot right now. 8
Yeah.
for 3, 2k up. Nico Baby's still holding on with the farm. Medusa's getting the farm, but it's starting to ramp up the speed of this game.
And it's just the Dusa. As we said, you know, Ember Spirit is 3,400. Timing per set.
Struggle has definitely been real.
Yeah.
Decision, getting Carl and his Necrophos. Beautiful here from T1. Made it
Ancients-
impossible for them to play.
Ancients haven't blocked now for about 3 minutes, so... Still. Spotted with his Vendetta. And the smoke now coming up. Grab. Got the blade mail.
And they're going to try and go for Coop, but he got the skew off, so a bit of distance created. And whilst he does end up dying, now they've ended up being pretty deep. Carl going to look to chase down S4. They've got the kisses coming in. That's going to be one of them. Limp's got to run.
Hanskin's getting away, at least for them. Limp as well.
Still got another remnant, so... I mean, Rod's up. He's got-
Atos, the stun.
they've got
He's
him.
actually dead.
Oh my goodness. Oh, ho, ho.
Arcane Rune for the win.
Yeah, Carl just
For Carl
runs
there.
him down. Carl
is about to
continuing
taste the blood.
to be the demon in the nightmares of
and
Limp.
Nico Baby is deep.
And Scythe is up. Another rod. Another root. The movement speed, Carl.
He's caught.
Cuckoo with the slow.
They're gonna have a snake for the slow, but he's actually okay. Wow.
Dyer's top tower is
Able
under
to make it out of there. Nico Baby, it's a scary map.
If he gets Scythe there and dies to a level 2 Scythe, he's gonna be off the map for like 60
Dyer's
seconds and
top
15
tower
minutes.
is
That would have been
about to take the
pretty
plunge.
brutal.
White one on the lane. Bottom lane, FNG. Wants to set things up. There's the
Oh, he gets the lapse off. But he will not.
He'll still die.
And Carl gets the last hit, so full mana, full health. Oh, Nico Baby does kill up the Dominator there.
Just with Skadi as well, Nico
Yes.
Baby.
And they're going to be able to stack up those, you know, as we always mentioned, versus the Morphlings, versus Necrophos, versus all these healers. Healing reduction. Spirit Vessel, I believe, is almost done on FNG. If not done already on FNG.
Dyer's bottom tower won't last long.
That'll be nice.
Hey, and it finds
That's one
cells
way
at
to cash in.
Zeph for Snapfire pretty deep in enemy territory.
And Nico gets the last hit.
Trying to take down the tower here, but he is on his own. Carl. Quite have enough control on his own. There is. He's heading over his way. S4 with the DD. No way to
Scan.
get close though.
Instant scan came out from T1. They knew something was up. Side.
Carl. But targeted this game.
As we expect him to after that matchup. And he is going to go for the Kai Assange build that we did see from GPK the other day as well. Deviated a little bit, of course, with that Atos, but obviously can see why.
Time is coming up. Cuckoo very close to having his.
Dire's bottom tower won't last
And now the
long.
team fights I mentioned from earlier, from the beginning when we were doing the drafts, is very difficult for Alliance to actually contest versus. They have to play around the pickoff game, and yeah, just wait for Nico Baby to be ready. He's got a Scotty, so maybe this will be enough for you guys to rally around. Almost 20 minutes as well, so we will have the Legion Commander Shard coming online in about 2.5 minutes. A lot of really strong things S4 can do. He can completely counteract the Scythe too. If he's in the right position, press the attack, block it. Once he has the Shard, of course.
Yeah, that's going to be a solid counter.
So there's a lot of different plays that they do have to counteract it. Same thing with time lapse if they get an Aghanims way later on for the weave.
Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
See if we do get to that. Vessel is online, so Vessel and Scotty. They've got the 2 counters to the Morphling and the Necro.
Are setting up to hold this tower, and the Alliance will respect that. They're not going to try and blindly push this tower in the bottom lane, Alliance.
Yeah, they've got this ward. They see the E-Blade fresh on 23.
Got to keep Nico Baby out of harm's way. Make sure he keeps that farm rolling in.
Slowly but surely, Limp starting to get something here. Maelstrom's done. So now he will be able to accelerate himself decently. And some nice damage, of course, versus high armor Morphling with those Maelstrom procs, and also just the magic damage for the Necrophos. So good.
Links up RPs as well. FNG's not really the big one. They want something more than that, but they might have to settle. FNG revealing their plans, but
he is being such a nuisance.
They can't catch him, so FNG will stop this hand scan. So eyeing things up. We're going to want to take the fight. As long as Alliance can just keep him for T1's presence and know that Nico Baby is really safe elsewhere. T1 wants to see if they want to try for some tier 2s maybe. Up into the jungle of Alliance, but Nico Baby hiding safely close to the tower.
Top net worth now.
Tower is under attack.
It's getting a lot of space. T1's constantly running around hunting. Back and forth.
Now look at the Roche. I mean, T1 know how strong they are as a team fight.
And they'll kill it really fast.
More than happy for Alliance to try and turn up and contest this.
Yep.
Alliance, they have smoked up. They're on the other side of the map, though. Will take a long time to get over him. And with the speed they're taking down the Roshan, probably too long.
They can't make it, nah. Snap firepower. Still Shredder plus Medallion, easily brought down. For it.
He lives in a rough
Savage
neighborhood.
ready to take a fight head on now with the Aegis E-Blade. Alliance, they still want to try and jump something. It would be a morph with an Aegis if they want to commit.
If they can just pop him the once, though, and then just run away, that would be a good move for them, but
They don't want to.
pretty difficult still, even with their
It
heroes.
would be a difficult fight to commit to, and as we saw in the previous series now, Alliance, understandably, probably going to be more careful this game about the fights they choose to take. They don't want to fall for any traps.
Rounded. Nice triple stun. He's gonna get deleted by the Reapers. 60 seconds, no Nick.
Lovely minute of a window for T1 to have an easier time pushing on with the Aegis now, 4 versus 5.
Limp takes the opportunity though, takes bottom tower quick. He's upscaling.
Dire's bottom tower
Be around to swing the wave back round.
the tide.
Pretty of a slow game though. 12-6, 21 minutes. Feels like we were gonna have a lot more kills kicking off when we did T1 get that big advantage early on. But Alliance have done a good job of slowing the pace down so that Nico Baby can just that farm.
Oh, and bottom, they've got the duel. They're
enough.
On to Carl. Got the damage. They're finally able to put an end to Carl's reign this game. Limp getting the kill. Lots of money for him.
Huge. And he tips
He
it back.
keeps
There
tipping
you
back.
go.
He is.
Look at that. 1,392 XP to each. Big kill. Now they're probably a bit shaken up. And Nico Baby's just like, this is great. I'm just still farming. The beast.
Super farmed here.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff
Savage
wind.
maybe looking for a burst potential
middle
around mid.
tower is under pressure.
It's a bit of a tricky one. Like Carapace. Turn around.
Radiant's
The slow
bottom
pace just
tower
continues
is
to be
under attack.
more and more advantageous for Alliance. The slow pace. That net worth continue to swing. XP, well, just continue to dip down back into their favor. Win probability pretty much hit the even point.
Radiant's
This'll come in
top
handy.
tower is under attack.
That's 4 Blink, Blade Mail, as we saw from earlier, and gonna have his shard done now, too. His items.
Catch out.
Yeah. Back. Limps literally almost has BKB. It's about to be finished.
Radiant's bottom tower faces
Try and
a
do something
stiff
with the
wind.
gauge. Just
Yeah, they want to force
They're
something.
coming in with another smoke. Coop in the charge. Drag back into the stun. Blow up FNG.
Nice play, McLuhan. Yeah, I think they're getting a bit frustrated, right? I feel like they're getting pulled around the map a little bit here by Alliance. Not able to do what they ideally wanted to with this first Aegis. Still have 1:30 though, so we'll get some more harassment onto mid tower. It looks like they are looking to set up on bottom. Perhaps expecting them to make a move onto Carl. So they're gonna set up to protect Whitemon.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
What do we have finished for Necros? I saw he kept changing his items. He has a Lotus Orb. Okay.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Be able to help him versus the chains.
Regeneration.
Two of them. I mean, Carl. Try and find him, but able to jump over the tree lines and Alliance rush to get. Go, baby. Keeping him safe. You have a good area of the map to farm in. Whoa. Standing a chance there, though. Savage able to catch him off guard with the E-Blade burst.
Turns into the Nyx, stuns him, and sets up his own shotgun. 30 seconds on Aegis, he's feeling confident. Oh! Hits a 3-1! Oh my goodness!
He just jumped in and got the 3!
Oh my god, they are all dead!
Oh, we weren't, nobody was expecting that.
Dire's middle tower is
That just happened. And now just down the mid. That's a tier 2 going down for sure.
90 seconds also, it was a Reaper.
Oh my goodness, Cuckoo.
An explosive moment after some silence. Oh my
Oh,
god.
there we have it.
All 3 stacked together for the horn.
He had a 3-man horn there from Cuckoo.
Dire's middle tower just got
Alrighty. Well, up to the high ground they go.
Alright, that's a Rax.
Dire's middle
Guaranteed. It's 70 seconds no Dusa.
Man, Coog, what a play. They weren't out of nowhere. No. Just came out of nowhere. That.
Dire's middle man.
And he's not
Another
done.
one.
Oh, there he goes again. There he goes again. Cuckoo.
Zephyr is like, let's end the game. Let's just end it. 50
End the
seconds. There's
game.
still no Dusa.
They're ending it.
They're ending
There's
it.
no Medusa. They're ending it.
It's over.
25 minutes in it.
Middle man.
Oh, well, Cuckoo had enough.
There's no good.
Yeah. Well, he's in again.
Dire's middle man.
He's in again. Is he going to be able to find another horn? They're going in with the duel on Cuckoo. Can they keep him alive? They're with the heals. He is still alive. He's
still alive.
He's out with the skewer.
He
He's
won
still
the duel.
alive.
Under attack.
He's out. He's away.
Unstoppable. Double kill.
Well, I don't know what happened there.
Well, the game's over.
I mean, maybe he got a text from his girlfriend saying she was home alone. Because he just ended the game. What an ending. Koo just he closes it up. And that's, yeah, GG. Well, there we go.
Well, they were slowing the
There we
pace of the
go.
game down nicely on the side of Alliance until a big kaboom.
Yeah, wow.